Okay, so the first topic I want to talk about, social media and their trends. Okay, the whole thing's gonna be social media, but I want to talk about the trends first, right?
Yeah.
There are also pretty decent trends out there. I think I've seen.
Oh
good
yeah, I've
trends.
heard about the ice bucket challenge.
Ice
I
bucket
actually
challenge?
tried that one when I was smaller.
Oh,
So did I. I did it with my sister, but I don't know if you guys know what the main reason was for this because I genuinely didn't know. I just saw it and I was like,
Me too.
oh.
I just like did it for fun.
okay, so actually I did this whole research thing on it because I was seeing all these influencers doing it,
Mhm.
and, like specifically like people like Lady Gaga, like these big people
Love
doing
Lady
it.
Gaga.
Yes. But basically, it was actually to spread awareness about ALS. It's a disease that hit a lot of people in the United States, actually. It would make their body go numb, their muscles specifically, kind of to where they were paralyzed. It would just make them really, really weak.
Mhm.
Now, this was hitting so many people that they made the trend to spread out two things. One, raising awareness of a project that they were having so you could donate to them. And that would help people with their treatments and even doing research for it to avoid it happening and to, if it happened to someone, it's quicker recovery time. Two, because believe it or not, the way that the water hit, you know how like sometimes you'll jump into a pool and it's cold and like you shiver and it's
You get
like,
like a shock,
the
like
tension.
yeah,
of the
yeah.
muscles.
So that would actually help you. The way that the muscles would relax you, it would like the cold would relax your muscles in a way that it would actually make you less likely to get it.
in the end, it was beneficial.
In the end, it was beneficial to so many people, and they didn't even know. Now, there's also these horrible, bad trends, such as the New York gum wall. You know, there's this. Do you guys know about that?
I've heard the
No.
name. I've
Mhm.
never been too interested in knowing what it is, though, because I was
Okay.
scared just by the
It's
name.
disgusting. So it's this wall in New York, huge wall, and it's just covered in wads of gum. Huge pieces of gum. Like instead of people putting it under the table and stuff like that, which is wrong already, they were putting it on this wall.
But you're telling me they're chewed up
Yeah,
in their
like,
mouth.
yeah, like chewed up, like they're chewing up pieces of gum, and not even one. Like sometimes it'll be like 10, 20 pieces.
Basically, a whole pack of gum.
Yeah, like whole pack of gum, and sometimes they were like balls, like frisbee size
Ew.
of like just on the wall, right? So the thing was that these people were going and eating it off the wall.
That's just unsanitary.
Yeah. So I saw this guy actually on TikTok. His name is Kem Casey. He has 9 million followers, and he starts off one of his videos by biting a piece of gum off the wall.
Can you imagine like what's on that gum? It doesn't even have to like think about it. Why are you even doing it in the first place?
Exactly. It's horrible. And then all these people are doing it, and all these diseases. They ended up taking it down like about 2 months ago. I'm not sure.
But then again,
exactly.
so many people did it based off of one person who
Like,
influenced them.
You see, an influencer, these people. That actually brings us to our next topic, okay?
Mhm.
Which is how influencers affect social media and everybody that watches them. Because
Yeah.
yes, there's all these trends, but who brings these trends out?
I actually
Influencers.
have one that's more on the negative side. Her name's Ash Trevino, like based on TikTok too. Her whole thing in the beginning was, "Oh, I'm a mom. Like I love how I do things." The fame got to her, and just guess what happened? Basically, she didn't even care for her kids anymore.
What? That's
Yeah.
I've heard about her. Yes, I've also seen like people literally dress up as her. They imitate her.
trying to become her.
Yes.
Like that's to the point where she was
Yes.
influencing them. That's horrible.
Yeah, and like not even influence them like, "Oh, I want to be like her, dress like her," but influence them like, "Oh, okay, my kids don't really matter. Like it's more about me. I want to get the fame. I want to do all these things," and that was just like the negative side of it because it's like you brought these people into this world and you're doing that to them, and who are the ones seeing this? Teenagers. So it affected anyone at that point.
Oh my god. Well, you see, there's these influencers that do all these bad things that so like this guy, his name is Timmy Talks on Instagram, okay, in case you ever like want to follow him. He basically what he does is he goes over like college applications. It's specifically Ivy. Like his whole thing is like how to get into an Ivy school and this and whatnot, right? And like obviously like it's not like you can't always get into an Ivy,
Yeah.
right? That's hard. But he is spreading awareness to all these people, specifically like me, a senior, right? I'm applying to all these colleges. Like my go-to is Johns Hopkins. Like I want to get, but I'm a first gen. I have no idea how to apply to a college. You get what I mean? And this guy, like he's coming out of there and like he's helping all these people learn how to apply to colleges. And he'll go on live and he'll tell people, he'll teach them like, okay, so this is what you need to do and so on and so forth, right? So it was amazing. I thought it helped me out a lot. And I mean, you guys are going to get into that process
I'll make
soon.
sure to follow him later because actually that will help me for when I'm a senior and I apply to these scholarships.
Yeah, like it's great. It's going to help you guys a lot. So that's all the time we have for today. So we'll end the podcast right here. See you next time on Truth by Teens.